Good morning and welcome to week 2 of Fantasy Football Predictions and Prognostications. I'm your co-host, Nick Giordano, in Tennessee. My co-host, or my other host, whatever you call him, Rob Rosa, is currently in New Jersey. So we're going to do 3 and 3 split this week. Maybe next week we'll do the Zoom or something fancier than this. So my last matchup that I'm covering is Red Solo versus Tidal Wave. Right now, Red Solo has a 56% chance to win, a 6-point favorite. This should be a good matchup. 1-0 Red Solo, 0-1 Tidal Wave. Let's get into this. Starting with the QBs, Aaron Rodgers versus Joe Burrow. Rodgers, what a week last week. I think he had at least 30 to 35 fantasy points, which is insane for Grandpa. Joe Burrow, this should be his bounce back week, right? We'll see. Rodgers I actually like against Seattle, even though they do have a good defense. I can still see him putting up not the same numbers he did last week, but fairly similar. Who knows? Joe Burrow versus Jacksonville. He's got to do it there, right? Like, he's one of the best fantasy quarterbacks against, I'd say, a weak defense. Give me Burrow there, but I could see Rodgers outscoring Burrow. Then we have A-Chain and Bijan versus Jonathan Taylor and Javonte Williams. This is interesting. A-Chain and Williams are A-Chain and Robinson going into this fantasy year. That was probably going to be the best running back combo. But I don't know. Miami's offense, it's kind of scaring me. Bijan, obviously, he's going to probably finish running back one for fantasy. But, A-Chain might bring you down at some point. Who knows? But obviously right now, Bijan will score at least 25 tonight against Minnesota. Jonathan Taylor on the other side, I actually don't see it being a great game for him. Broncos have a great defense, and if the Colts do win and manage to have a good offense, I think it's in the passing game today with Indiana Jones. That's his it's Danny Dimes' new nickname, by the way. It's his alter ego, where he's winning the Super Bowl this year. Just so you know, he's winning the Super Bowl this year. Javonte Williams, obviously no one really saw that coming. Week 1 against the Eagles. So it's looking like he's the clear RB1 instead of a 4 running back split. So I actually like him over Jonathan Taylor on Tidal Wave's running backs. But I think Bijan is too much for this and will outscore Tidal Wave's running backs. Keon Coleman and Ted McMillan. Very interesting wide receiver core for Red Solo. Keon Coleman, he looked like he could easily be wide receiver 1 after last week. That touchdown was a little lucky. Got you some extra 6 points there, or maybe 8 points there in fantasy. But, I'd love to see Coleman break out and be the Bills' number 1 guy there. Ted McMillan, not a great first game in the NFL, but there was some promise there. I could see him having a couple weeks this year where he breaks out for over 20 points. Maybe this is the week. Carolina, I could see it. Let's book it. Ted McMillan, 15 points at least, not 20. That's generous. Then you get to the other side. You have Devontae Smith and Amon-Ra St. Brown. Not bad. I don't really think it's going to be an insane St. Brown day. Maybe a touchdown and 60 or 70, but I think it's more Laporta and Gibbs, personally. Devontae Smith against the Chiefs, I actually like over A.J. Brown again this week. I don't know when they're going to kick him back in, but I think Devontae has a statement game today. So this is tough because you really don't know how these 4 players can go today. It's very inconsistent. Keon Coleman and Ted McMillan's upside, or you have St. Brown in a fantasy split offense, and Devontae Smith also in a fantasy split offense. So I'm going to play it safe here and go Red Solo, actually. Wide receivers today. Tucker Kraft, 21 points. Insane. You'll take that. That should, if a tight end drops 21 points for you, your odds of winning just went up by a lot. So I don't know what your odds were before Thursday night, but you were probably not favored to win. I'll just say that. Dalton Kincaid, first touchdown last week, but will he do it again? No. Give me Tucker Kraft, obviously. So this is close, actually. Then we got, let's see, the flexes. We have Travion Henderson and Garrett Wilson. Travion Henderson, I didn't really pay attention to that game last week against the Saints. I think they played. But I don't think he did as good as people thought he would. Week 1. Garrett Wilson, he did great last week. So give me Garrett Wilson. I mean, I know I probably shouldn't be going off how they played week 1, but Garrett Wilson looked more promising. He's the wide receiver 1, obviously. Travion Henderson, more risky. That's all of Red Solo's team. Upside, risky players, besides Bijan. We know who Bijan is. Give me Garrett Wilson there. Tyler Loop, Jake Bates, I mean, young kickers that have a leg, whatever. I like Tyler Loop, though. I think his name is Tyler. I'll call him a Fruit Loop. Give me Fruit Loop there. 49ers D. They do have a good defense, but for some reason I see the Saints scoring some points today. That could be a shootout, actually. Lions defense against the Bears didn't look that good last week. Bears got Ben Johnson. He's going to cook us some trick plays against us. Give me 49ers defense, though. Close game, but I do think in the end Bijan and Red Solo take home the win. I could easily see Tidal Wave getting it, but I'm going to take Christian in this matchup. Not the craziest highest scoring game, but fairly close. Give me 104-99. Red Solo. Everyone enjoy week 2. I hope you win in fantasy. Well, only 6 of you can, but I hope everyone could win fantasy. And enjoy watching the Giants lose again this week because I took the Cowboys in my survivor pool.